boys and girls, today we're going to talk about fractions. So these are some things that we covered in school, so it should be a review, but we're going to talk about fractions and we're going to be talking about ways that we can represent fractions. So just as a quick review, we know that there is a numerator and a denominator when we talk about fractions. Remember, our numerator we can ask how many, and our denominator tells us what. So if I look at this picture right here, there are apples. How many? There are 1, 2, 3, 4 apples. What are they? They are apples. So 4 apples. Now, if I was going to look at a picture of a fraction, let's say I have a rectangle and it has been cut into 4 equal pieces. Well, my denominator is 4, that's my what, or what is my whole cut into, and how many would be how many pieces are going to be shaded in. So let's say I have 2 pieces. 1, 2. So my fraction would be 2 fourths. Because I have, out of my how many pieces are shaded? 1, 2. And what is this piece cut into in equal parts? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this fraction represents 2 fourths. Now we're going to go into using representations to help us. Well, first of all, we need to make sure that when we're dealing with fractions, the image or the shape that is going to be cut up into different pieces, it has to be cut up into equal pieces. If it's not cut into equal pieces, then we can't count it as fractions inside because they're not going to be equal parts. So let's take a look at this first shape. This first circle has 1, 2, 3. So I know that my denominator, I'm just going to actually go put this next to each of them. Okay, so we said our denominator is 3 because there are 3 pieces that make up our whole circle, and our numerator would be 1 because there's 1 piece shaded in. Let's take a look at this triangle. This triangle is cut into 3 pieces and only 1 part is shaded, so that should be 1/3 too, right? No, because this shape is not cut into equal pieces. So this shape we are not going to do because it's not cut into equal pieces, so it's not going to represent 1/3 of that piece. Now let's take a look at this shape. I know that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 equal pieces that make up my whole shape. So my denominator is 4 and my numerator is going to be 1, 2, 3, 3 fourths. My next shape, my denominator is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to put 8 as my denominator. And my numerator is going to be, again, how many pieces are shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4, and I would call this 4/8. For my next shape, this circle is cut into 1, 2 equal pieces. But I notice that there are 1, 2 pieces shaded. So I actually say this fraction as 2 halves. I could also, sorry, I was cut off. I could also say that this is equivalent to 1 whole. When I look at this next shape, I can see that it's cut into 1, 2 equal pieces, so my denominator is 2, and my numerator is 1 because there's only 1 piece shaded in, so I would say 1/2. Okay, boys and girls, now you have to try this out on IXL. Remember, do not turn in this activity unless you've completed your work in IXL. Good luck and rewatch the video if you need help.